Hello, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use any of our digital templates. In this example I'm using our Cake Smash Canvas template, but the principles apply to any of our templates. So I've opened up the Cake Smash Canvas PSD file, and if we come over to our layers you can see we've got lots of layers where we can switch off and on our different elements. I'll show you what I mean. So we can switch off the party hat, replace it with a cupcake, cake with candles. We can take smile off and we can have cutie pie. Growing up so fast, don't I know that? The numbers go up to 5. I don't know how old you do your cake smashes. No reason you can't do them up to 5. Get those clients in your studio for 5 years. Okay, so I'm actually going to be doing a girly cake smash. So I'm going to have a cupcake, and I think I'll have cutie pie and the number 1. And I've actually got 5 images to use, so that's great. I'll use 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so I'm going to change the name. So if we select our text tool and then double click on Henry, it should give us the option to change the name. If you don't have the font that the PSD file comes with, you can just change that to any font you already have. So we'll change that. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is open up my first image and select all and drag and drop and then resize, and then don't forget to hold your shift key to resize. And I'm just going to drop that over the first square. Now if we come over to our layers again, we want to put this image in our top left square. So you can see here's clip your photo top left. So we want to drag that layer to above, and then using the Alt key on a keyboard, you see how the cursor goes from a finger to a squiggle. Once you've got the squiggle, click. That then clips that photo to that square, and you can see I can move that around. I can resize it if I want to, but it will always stay within the confines of that square, so you will always retain the shape. So if I just quickly do that, I'll do that again. Drag and drop, and now I want to put that image on the top right. So you find the photo, top right, put it above, Alt key, and then resize. Again, don't forget to hold your shift key to retain the proportions. Okay. So I've actually got 5 images. I shan't do that because you can see the print support. Now that brown doesn't look terribly girly, so what we could do is we could take our eyedropper and we could choose any one of the colours. So let's have a look to see what it does with the green. And then, now unlike elements, Photoshop Elements, which I actually prefer working in, you have to tell Photoshop which square you want to change the colour of. So if you see here, I'm on middle left. Yes, there we go. Or we could go for the bright pink of her headband. So again, let me just change the one behind the cupcake. So that's middle right. Select it, paintbrush, and rasterize. Yeah, see, it doesn't tell you to do that in Elements, which is why I prefer doing this kind of thing in Photoshop Elements. But I hope you can see there that the multitude of options you've got. You could even add your own, as long as you've got a blank PNG element on a transparent layer, you could put any of your own symbols. But for a quick and simple canvas, I think this gives you lots of options. Or you could just use this as your blog layout template if you wanted to. So I hope that all makes sense, and I hope you enjoy using it. Thank you for watching.